if you want to submit a campaign through Ads on Demand, meaning if you need multiple versions of the same ad, maybe a print ad with coordinating web ads, or a print ad in multiple sizes, or black and white and color. Maybe you want to just give your advertiser a few different layout options with the same content in the ad. Or even if you have something with multiple pages, like a flyer or a newsletter or something. All those kind of situations, the best way to do it is through a campaign. And to do that, you're going to go to the order menu and select new order with multiple versions. And that will take you to the campaign manager. The first thing you're going to do is put in your advertiser name here. And this is going to be the order form for your first ad. So I'm going to do a print ad to start, and I'm going to give it a job name here, job number, and choose my specs. All right, and I'm going to put in the copy for my print ad here and the notes and instructions in this box. All right, now I want a matching web ad to go along with this print ad. So there are two options here. These are the important buttons: add an order or duplicate a selected order. They're both going to add another order to your campaign. It's just a matter of, do you want to add a new order, which is going to start this over from scratch, or do you want to duplicate this exact order and then make changes? Starting with a web ad, you're pretty much starting over anyway, so I'm going to add an order. And I'm going to change the job number. You're going to see it adds a number 2 after it, which is fine. You can leave it that way if you want, but if you want to change it to your own job number for the second ad, you can do that. This one's going to be a digital ad. And since digital ads are going to have different copy and different instructions than the print ads, it just makes sense to add an order because you're changing everything pretty much. So here's the copy for the digital ad. And here's instructions for the digital ad. Okay, now I want another digital ad in a different size. So since those two ads are going to have pretty much most of the same information, then it makes sense to duplicate the selected order. So now we have 3 ads, and you're going to see whichever one is highlighted in this table, that's the order form that you're going to be viewing. So if you need to go back and change one of the other ones, just select it, and then you can change the order. So I'm going to change my job number here, and this one is going to be a leaderboard. And the copy and the instructions are going to be the same on this ad, so I don't need to change anything else. When you want to add files, you're going to go to the Files tab here and upload whatever files you need. So this logo is going to be used in all 3 ads. So I'm just going to leave this defaulted as campaign. But if you're uploading different images and maybe each ad needs different images to go with it, upload all the files and you can assign each one to a specific order. And that way we know which image needs to go with which ad. You can also, just describe it in the instructions too, if that's easier, just as long as you let us know what needs to go where. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can submit it, and it's going to submit all the orders at once. You should get an email for each order. If you're not ready to submit it, maybe you're waiting on some information or you have a lot of ads to do and you get interrupted, you can save it up here. It's going to save to the Not Started tab. At that point, it's going to be 3 separate ads. So if you need to go back and upload something, you're going to need to do it for each individual ad and then submit it separately. So if you can get away with submitting them all at once, that's the easiest, but you can save it and come back to them later. You just need to deal with them individually. Also, too, when it's time to do revisions, you're going to need to revise each ad individually. Everything is pretty much individual after the point of submitting it. A couple other things. The Metro reference number, when you do a campaign, it has the same first 3 sets of numbers, but the last number changes. So that way we can tell apart each ad in the campaign easily. If you wanted to search for all of your ads in the campaign in the website, you can search for the first 3 sets of numbers, and that will bring up all of the ads. If you want a specific one, then include the last number. What else? I'm not going to submit this because the designers will be very confused. All right. If you've already done an ad, we've delivered a proof, and then you decide that you need to add another ad to the campaign, you're going to select the ad. So just click on it just once and go to the campaign menu and select New Campaign with Order. And this is going to take you into the campaign manager, and here you're going to, again, just add your order or duplicate the order and fill out the next one that you need. Now, the one important thing to note here is that if we've already done the first proof for you, they're not, with the campaign, when you submit all the ads right off the bat, everything comes in and goes to the designers. Usually they go to the same designer for consistency, but in this case, some other person could end up with it, and it's not connected to the original order when you submit it. So you want to make a reference to the original order, especially if you're doing a web ad that needs to match this one, or you need this one in a different size or something. So mention this Metro reference number in your instructions. Say, you know, we need a web ad, start with order blah blah blah, and create a matching web ad, something like that. Just make sure you include that order number for the original ad so that the designers know to go back to that ad to pull the information and make sure that they look the same or whatever they need to do. All right, and then again, you can submit the order. Actually, if you're doing it from here, then you would go to order and no. Oh, because I haven't actually done anything yet. There we go. Once you actually do something, then you get the option to submit. Okay, I think that's everything you need to know about a campaign. If you do still have questions, and this second part here, adding an ad to an existing order, is a little bit confusing. If you still have questions, definitely reach out, 800-223-1600. Thanks.